Yo, what's up? Welcome back, guys. Today we're gonna build an awesome Greek temple named Parthenon, and this is actually standing in Greece, and it's a real temple, so I'm not building anything random. This is a real structure. Thank you so much for these 4 people for suggesting this build. If you want to be in the next video, then just suggest a build down below, and if it gets chosen, you will be put in the video like these people. So right here, I actually made a lot of these pillars already in the outer ring, and it's 8 by 17 pillars. Now the pillars itself are 2 by 2, and then there's a 3 block gap if you want to actually recreate this. Now I wanted to make the floor plan first, because this building is actually, it's not that hard, but you do have to plan it pretty well in the beginning stages to make sure that everything fits and you can have the perfect separation between all these pillars so everything looks even and nice. And there in the middle you have to actually pay some attention, because the gap in the middle over there is 5 blocks and not 3 like all the other pillar gaps. Now we're gonna have 2 rooms in this. The left one is gonna have a big statue of some god. Then on the right there's gonna be a little back room, which also is gonna have some wall decorations, but there's not that much effort put into that room. I'm gonna be putting way more effort into the left room over there. You can also see that it has loads of pillars, and those are separated by a 2 block gap, and then you just go all the way around. Pretty easy to do. Now we're gonna make the floor of this, and everything is gonna go up layer by layer. So once you're on the inside of this cool structure, you'll be about like 2 or 3 blocks higher than on the outside. So first I made a little wall connecting all those pillars together, and then we can stand in it and fill it in with a world-edit / fill command, and I put in the block and the sides. Now the whole corner of this wall I actually changed into a chiseled quartz block, which is pretty cool to do. And then now we're gonna make the whole stairway that leads up to the building, and this is actually really easy. Just a couple slabs that go up in the same pattern and they go all the way around. Really easy, but it adds a nice little touch. Now using rolled edit, once again I stacked up, so / stack space and then like up and then space 10 for the amount that you want, and I stacked it up 10 times or 11 I think. And now we're gonna make the whole front facing roof part of this building, which is really cool. And we end up actually making this really nicely, but for now it's gonna be really simple, and then we're gonna work our way up and copy it the way around. So I connected at the top there, connected all the pillars together, and I was actually playing around with the timing here on the server because I wanted to change the way it looks, because you couldn't really see the difference between the different types of quartz blocks, but the pillar is actually pillar quartz, and then the one on top of that is actually chiseled quartz brick, which is kind of cool. Now that whole thing at the top there is really easy, just a 2 thick wall, and then we have a couple of gaps in there to make it look awesome. Now I wanted to make the pillars connecting to the roof bit, I wanted to make that look nicer. So I put in some stairs and then connected it with slabs so that it looks like the stairs are only like a 1/4 block, even though they go up, but the roof actually has a slab under it. That's why it looks really cool. Now, like I was saying, we're gonna make it go up each time you go into this structure. So here's another layer. I made a little staircase at the bottom there, and we're gonna fill that whole thing up with andesite once again. Now we're gonna go one step further, go inside there and fill it up again. We're gonna do the exact same thing on this side, so we're gonna fill it up, make a staircase, and fill it up once again. Now I wanted to work on this front part first because I want the roof to be in place, because that is what really makes this building looks amazing. So this front thing there, I moved it forward 1 block and actually made it go outwards 1 block too. So you're basically popping it out 1 block, which gives a lot of depth and it looks really nice. Now we're gonna put on a nice little roof here, and it's actually gonna be consisted of slabs. So just slabs going up, and it's a 2-2-2 pattern. If you know what that means, it's basically 2 slabs, and then you go half a slab up and then 2 slabs again, and you're gonna see that right here. So we put a stair there to support the roof hanging over, and then there's gonna be, like I said, in a 2 slab pattern you go up to the middle. Really simple. Now I actually made a little mistake right here, and on the left side I started the roof half a block too low, so then it wouldn't come out right in the center there, and I had to actually move the whole left part of the roof. I had to move it 2 blocks to the left in order to make it fit, and I think it's gonna happen right there. There you go, and now it actually fits, and we have a nice little block at the top there to connect it all. Now to fill up this front part of the roof, I am just filling it in with a single line of blocks of quartz. Really simple. Now we're gonna work on the inside on the right room over there. Actually copied over that roof just 1 or 2 blocks just to make it stand out a bit more. Now we're gonna work on the inside of this room, and this is also something I really like doing, even though this is completely random. Like, I did not have any photos of what was inside here, so I just used my imagination and built some random wall decorations that I think would have been in like a nice little temple. I think it's kind of cool. So now we're going to work on the other side here in the left room, and this is a really interesting one because there's a huge plateau here with a little like a god. I forgot the name of the god, but he's on there definitely. And I tried making some weird guy like with holding like a golden block who was powerful or something, and a big belly right here, a huge belly, and his hand hanging down, and a golden like crown-ish. It looks really bad, but trust me, that is not part of this build. I just wanted to have something there because something was there in the real photos, so I wanted to do that. I made a nice little glass part on the bottom there that has a nice ring around it with quartz blocks. Now all these pillars over there, as you can see me, I'm connecting them with some stairs, and it's a really easy pattern. Just have the stairs connecting opposite ways of each other and then connect it with slabs. Now copy that over to the roof part as well, and that is basically going to be it for the inside of this part of the room. I also put in some pillars in the corners, as you can see right there. I just did the last 2 over there, and that is basically it. In the end, I'm actually going to put in some torches to make everything light up and be nice, but for now this is it. So now we finally have time to copy over this whole roof, and it's like the best part of the build. Look, it looks so good when you have this all copied over, and it finally looks like a real temple slash building. Now all that was left to do is to copy the other side to this side. I did a little mistake, so what you want to do is you want to copy it using / copy, and then you want to paste it using / paste. Really simple. If you know some basic roll editing, it should not be a problem. There you can see the torches I quickly put in. Really easy touch because it was really dark and I just wanted to have something different in there. Now all I had to do on this side was to put in the little pillars that were in the inside of that gap at the top there near the roof. That was the only thing I still had left to do on this side. Now you guys know that I always like putting in my random details on builds, so at the top there near the roof I'm using lots of stairs and slabs to basically make random patterns on the wall like I did on the inside to basically have some wall decoration. It looks really good. Now what I always like to do as well is to place little faults in my buildings. So nothing is perfect, no building is perfectly fine, and a temple that is this old and has been there for so long is not going to be fine either. It's going to have holes and dents and breaks and tear downs and everything. So what I always like to do is make some gaps and then fill them in with some stairs or slabs or whatever you want to do. And it's a really easy thing to do as well. But always keep it for last because that's the most fun to do right here. And you don't want to do that first-handed because it's going to get really messy. Now the staircase at the bottom right there also needed a couple other variations. So I put in a cobblestone slab every like 10 blocks or so. Just really easy. And guys, that is basically it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for all the subscriptions, literally. I got so many subscribers in the past week, it's insane. We've grown like thousands. Can't thank you enough. Thank you so much. Don't forget to leave a like rating and also write a comment about what you want me to build, and you never know, you might be in the next video. Also, a little fault here, I forgot to do this side, I forgot to randomize it. Just a little mistake, hope you don't mind. Once again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care, bye bye.